Welcome back to the show, the eternal show. We're never gonna die. We're gonna live forever. It's the 4th of July. Yes, the date said it's the 5th, but this isn't gonna come out till later on in the week. It's a Sunday right now. It'll be a Thursday then. That's all I have to say.
Podcast smack!
Why smack?
Oh, Jesse, it's your turn to host, so I'm going to stop talking.
It's me. My name's Jesse. In case you haven't met me, hello. Welcome to the show, the eternal show. We're never going to die. We're going to live forever. Welcome to AAWY, the And Also With You podcast from Affable Idiots. Every week, join us and all your other lifelong friends as we laugh together. Share secrets.
My pinky toenail is really small.
What?
My pinky toenail is really small.
Mine is too. It's like barely there. And strengthen our friendships. On this off-color, Mr. Rogers-esque
Esquire.
show. Esquire. I'm one of your hosts, Jesse Neal, and with me here, I've got Chad, Michael, Michelle, Innes.
Deportes.
Deportes. And all of you lifelong friends listening and watching across the globo.
Globo.
I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
And also with you, Jessica Nicole.
That's my name. Please feel free to wear it out because I'll keep it anyway. Stupid. Mike, I'm going to start today by asking you a question.
I'm ready for the question.
I want you to answer it honestly.
I am not quite as ready as I thought for the question then.
I was planning to lie, but okay.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Have you bought anything new recently?
Yes! Jesse! Oh my god, I figured out why it's been kind of like a down couple of weeks. I haven't had a package arrive
You
at
hadn't
my
bought
house.
anything?
I haven't bought anything
what?
in a while. I haven't had a package arrive. So I bought some things.
What'd you buy?
I bought a video game called Ring Fit Adventure.
Ooh.
It's a. Do you remember Wii Fit? It had the balance board. You had to do like the yoga poses and push-ups on it. This is the next step in that. It's from Nintendo, but it has like a ring, like the size of a bicycle tire, and you do all sorts of different.
Does it stretch?
It stretches. It wobbles. It
I
has
think Casey was
resistance.
telling me about this.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So now that I've come to terms with the fact that I am not going to be going to a gym for at least the next 6 months because of coronavirus, I was like, okay, I need a way to keep exercising at home. Seems effective. And we had actually the person who submitted today's conversation starter, the Trevor. He convinced me to buy it because he got it, but it's impossible to find. It's been impossible to find since coronavirus started because
everybody's been getting it.
Exactly. So it goes in and out of stock, and it's only in stock for like 45 seconds on Amazon, that kind of thing, every once in a while. So I went to eBay and I bought it for $100. It retails for $80, but I bought it for $100 off of a scalper.
Shit.
But it's coming on Wednesday.
That's awesome.
Yep. Can't wait. Can't wait.
You're going to do some exercises through that. Through the Switch, I guess?
Yes. I also bought a video game called... It's mostly just video games. I bought a video game called Iron Man VR, where you get to fly around the sky and shoot bad guys as
You
Iron
get
Man.
to be the Iron Man?
Yep. You get to be Tony Michael Stark.
Nice.
And then a non-video game related thing, I bought a little tiny charging puck for my Apple Watch.
Ooh.
That allows me... Right now I have one the original Apple Watch when it launched. I bought a stand, and it's way too big. It has a giant pillar the size of an average white man's penis.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's at least
it's
17 or 18
standard, but for
inches.
like a charging thing, it's pretty big.
Right. So it's I don't need that on my nightstand. I really just need a tiny little puck that I can put my watch on. So I bought that.
Nice.
I bought that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
What have you bought? What have you bought?
Well, okay. I bought myself some new glasses. Not that you can see them.
Okay.
I bought them off Warby Parker. We did the try on 5, whatever.
Right.
Because the side piece on my other piece, my side piece, I took them off to clean the lenses, and the side piece just fell off a few weeks ago. I was like, fuck. So I glued it back on with this remember that E5000 glue that I always have?
Oh, yeah, the epoxy?
Yes. I glued it back on with that. And so I've just been wearing like fucked glasses. It's like, I have to get a new pair of fucking glasses. So I did. I ordered them and they came the other day and they're a little tight on my head. So we are going to adjust them. They're just like you know how usually your glasses, the earpieces are just supposed to go straight up? These kind of want to go in a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll fix that and that'll be fine.
You know what I learned that is apparently normal?
What?
When I went to go get new glasses last year at my new optometrist, the glasses came in and they fit them to me. Like Warby Parker, obviously you're doing it by mail, so you can't do it. But like they're like, all right, let's go get them fit. And I was like, what are you talking about? I just put them on my head. I was like, no, let's fit them. I was like, okay. And they had like this little device. They use a camera. They see the fit, and then they go and they melt the frames and they mold them to fit your head. And I was like, oh my god! And apparently you're supposed to do that with all of your like sunglasses and shit like that too.
Yeah,
like, that's why everything always sits like crooked on your head because no one's gotten them.
Your
fit
ears
before.
are wrong.
Yeah,
your ears are crooked. Yeah. Well, so Casey's former sister-in-law works at a place like that. So she had taught him, you just run them under hot water and you sort of like bend them.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And at Warby Parker, they do free adjustments. So I can go in there once they open, but they're not open. And I have to be very careful about not getting the coronavirus. I mean, everybody does, but me especially right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just not doing that right now. So I'm just going to have Casey work his magic and be fine. I can go in there later if I need to. I also bought, it takes a while to make, but it's a dress that, because I'm officiating Casey's brother's wedding in October.
No way.
Did I tell you that?
No,
I can't
you did
remember
not
if I
tell
told
me
you that. So yeah, they asked me to officiate them. So I'll be getting ordained. So if any of you are getting married and are looking for a really amazing, hilarious person.
I want every single week on the show for you to marry me to something else in my room. To legally marry me to this tiny bottle of lotion. To marry me to this cup.
I'll do it. I can't do it yet. I have to get ordained first.
Okay.
And that won't take me but a few minutes, and then the card will come in the mail. But I'm going to do that. So I got this really cool, it's the same color. I got it from the website where all the bridesmaids dresses are coming from. I'm just wearing it. It's the same color, but it's a different dress.
Right.
It's more my style and my style of what I would wear IRL. Which is pretty tits, I'd wear it some more.
Pretty tits,
than just to marry somebody. So I bought that. And I feel like I bought something else. When my next paycheck comes, I'm going to get myself some prescription sunglasses.
Ooh, nice.
I am going to do that. So I don't always have to wear my contacts. That's why my contacts are in right now, because it's sunny and summer. Mm-hmm. And we took the dog for a walk.
They need sunglass contacts. Where you take out your contacts, and then your eyes just turn jet black. You look like the devil.
That would be so creepy. And it can cover the whole eyeball, so even your iris isn't showing. Is that the iris? No, the iris is the colored part. Is this the sclera?
Part, yeah.
The sclera?
Scholastic book
Is that
fair?
what that is? Is that what the white part is?
I've never heard of the sclera, but maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not an eye person.
That's going to drive me nuts. Is it the sclera? I'm going to look. I think it's the sclera. Let's see. The white outer layer of the eyeball at the front of the eye. It is continuous. That says continuous with the cornea. I was like, is this supposed to be like a continuous? Continuous? It's continuous. So yeah, it's the sclera. You're welcome. You have learned a thing from me.
I have.
To talk. I feel like I ordered something else. I don't remember what it is, honestly.
I ordered a new retainer. And this retainer, you might notice that I'm speaking with a little bit of a lisp today.
Lisp?
A lisp today. As I am now transitioning to wearing the retainer only at night for my Invisalign. Ooh. And now I've had Invisalign in my mouth for 24/7 for 2 years. And now my body and my mouth has learned to adapt to speak with the retainer in. And now that it's out, I'm just like, I have to seashell by the seashore. Sally, sell them. That's what I got to do all the time to teach myself not to lisp without them.
So you don't talk funny anymore.
So that I don't talk funny anymore.
Funny anymore. Well, that's good that you don't have to wear it all day anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's fun. You don't have to worry about like taking it out whenever you go to the movies, and not that you can go to the movies right now.
I can't watch a movie with a retainer and it'll explode my head.
Yeah, that's everybody knows that your head explodes.
Yeah.
If you watch a movie with a retainer.
It's like if you eat gluten and your dick flies off. If you go to the movie theater with your retainer in, your head explodes.
Everybody knows.
Yep.
Everybody knows that's the case.
Yep.
I kind of want to buy. I've been wanting to like buy. I need to get some new V-necks because my washing machine, you know, it's the thing with the piece in the middle that rotates, and then bits of my shirt get underneath it and it rips it. So all my V-necks have little holes in them.
Oh no, Jesse! Do you still wear them?
I know. Yeah, I'm wearing one right now. Does this one have any holes in it? Yeah, there's. I can't get it up high enough for the camera to see.
Son of a butt scratcher.
I know. I just haven't actually pulled the trigger on it yet because it's not like I'm going anywhere that I'm just sitting at home or walking the dog, and I can just walk the dog with a hole in my shirt. I don't really care. Yeah. They're just small little holes, but you know, whatever. But let's move on to this week's healthy competition, shall we? Does that sound good to you?
You know what? I think that sounds fantastic.
Tasmanian devil stick.
Oh, Taz was my jam.
Last week, we played a great game that I did a shit job of. Called Hamilton Lyrics Poop Challenge. We asked you on Twitter. Poop Challenge. We asked you all on Twitter, how well you did. And if you beat me, and you probably did. And I already forgot what I did last week, but I know it wasn't even half.
I think it was 6 or 7.
Was it 6?
It was 6.
6 or 7. So,
it was 6 because 7 was, you know what? I still have the note, and this is important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 out of 15.
6. I got 6 out of 15. So I would have been in the second category, which is the skunk. And 20%. 20%. So the 20% of the voters were also in the 5 to 8 point category with me.
Okay.
Couple of skunkies. 20% were also in the 9 to 12 category, which is a briefcase, which is getting down to business. That's what that stood for. The skunk stood for this stinks, but it's not as bad as it could be. And then 9 to 12 is getting down to business. And then 60% of the voters, or the poll takers, got 13 to 15, which is poop, which is the dream for this poop challenge.
The dream. Poop is the dream.
It's the dream. On a poop challenge, you want to be the poop. The king or queen or non-gendered regal leader poop. So thank you all for taking that. This week's poll was the most taken poll in the history of And Also With You. So thank you. Please keep it up. And if you haven't done it, do it. This week, we're playing a game titled
I'm ready.
Signer, Soap Actor, and Met Board Member. Which one is which? So this is
I really appreciate
inspired.
the original tune you just made up there for that. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. You're very welcome. And also, thank you again.
Did you just you're welcome yourself? Or you're welcoming me for saying
I was welcoming you. Yeah, I said thank you, and also you're and also thank me again. Oh, jeez. This week's game is inspired by the 4th of July and the signers of the Declaration of Independence. Because as you all know, the 4th of July happened for us yesterday. By the time this comes out, it will have been, 4 or 5 days ago.
Alexander Hamilton.
So this week's game is, we've got 10 rounds, and there are 3 people in each round. One of the people was a signer of the Declaration of Independence. One of the people is an actor in a soap opera. And one of the people is a current medical board member.
Okay.
From
medical
various
board
medical boards.
of what area? Okay, that could be
Oh,
okay.
various. Yeah, various. And I have listed each one. So I at the end of each round, I can tell you.
Are there any
Now-
soap operas like from Telemundo?
No.
Okay.
No, because all of the signers of the Declaration of Independence were rather nondescript white people.
Right. Okay.
So
okay.
we had to stick with at least names that sound that way.
So we can't say like Sofia Vergara and be like, oh yeah, that was definitely a Declaration of
A
Independence.
signer of the
Now I'm going to assume, just based on the patriarchy and America today, that all of the people you're going to read out today are men. You don't have to
Yes.
confirm nor deny. Okay, yeah. Medical board member, obviously, people in charge of power have to be men.
Yeah. Yep.
Great. Okay. And that's
So
just the way that it is.
That's just the way that the cookie crumbles on this game. Now, each round is worth 3 points, but you do have a lifeline where you can ask me to eliminate one of the people, and I will eliminate it and tell you which one they are. So if you're like, oh, can you please eliminate a person? Kill one of these white people.
That's what I thought. Eliminate, like you have a button in front of you, you're like, boop, and then that person just has a heart attack in their living room.
That wouldn't be good. That would be bad.
It would be bad.
So, well, if I eliminate one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, they're already dead. So.
Yep.
So I will do that, and I will give you their name, and I will tell you which one they are.
Okay.
But if I eliminate one for you, then you only get 1 point if you get it right. Otherwise, you get none. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep.
All right. We're going to start with round 1. I'm calling this the gimme round.
Ooh.
Because it's made specifically to be easier and to what am I trying to say? It's meant to be easier to kind of get you into the groove
Okay.
of things, okay?
Get
So
into
round
the groove.
1. The players are Monty Sharp, Nadine Fidrzewski, and Josiah Bartlett.
Is the first person Sharp or Shark?
Sharp with
Sharp.
a papa.
Nadine.
Monty Sharp.
Nadine Sharp. Oh, Monty Sharp.
Nadine Fidrzewski.
Fidrzewski. Or
Josiah Bartlett.
Josiah Bartlett. One of those is a med board member, one of them is a soap actor, and one of them is a signer of the Declaration of Independence.
Yes.
I'm going to start by eliminating Nadine as a signer of the Declaration of Independence.
You don't think it was Nadine?
I don't think Nadine was a signer for various reasons. But I'm going to... So then that leaves me with, is it Bartlett who signed the Declaration of Independence? Or is it Sharp?
You got it. No, you said it's Bartlett. You were right. You got it right.
Okay. I was not making a guess, but thank you for confirming for me.
Oh, sorry.
I was speaking out loud my
sorry.
process. I was like, is it A or B? And
I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
That was how I was leaning, though. Bartlett was how I was leaning towards a signer.
It sounds like a very signery name. Josiah Bartlett.
So then we have a soap actor and a med board member, and we have Monty Sharp and Nadine Kowalski.
Yep.
I'm going to say Nadine is a medical board member. Monty Sharp is a soap actor.
3 points,
answer.
baby.
Hell yeah. Hell
you got
yeah.
All right, that's beautiful. All right, round 2. This one's not themed. Not
Okay.
all of them are going to be themed.
Okay.
But we've got some themes. All right, round 2. We've got Matthew Thornton, Cameron Matheson,
Okay.
and S. Thomas Carmichael.
Okay. S. Thomas Carmichael, Matthew Thornton, and
Cameron
Nassim Pedrad.
Matheson.
Cameron Matheson. So here's my thought. The person with 3 names.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remind me of their name? I know I just said it.
S. Thomas Carmichael.
S. Thomas Carmichael sounds pretentious, which means they could be an actor because actors are pretentious. I know, I was one. Or they could be a signer of the Declaration of
And you're
Independence.
still pretentious.
And I'm still pretentious. And then Cameron Birdwell. Matheson. Cameron Matheson.
Oh, this is good.
Okay. Paul Thomas Anderson was a signer of the Independence, of the Declaration of Independence.
Wait, is that S. Thomas Carmichael?
That one, yes.
Okay.
He was a signer of the Declaration of the Independence. Cameron Birdwell was a soap actor. And person number 3 was a medical board member.
All right.
Who is Cameron Birdwell, and why is that stuck in my brain?
And okay, so you only got one correct.
Ugh.
Which means you get no points.
No.
So Cameron Matheson is indeed the soap actor.
Okay.
However, I didn't tell you from the first round who was who. I'll tell you. So Matthew Thornton from this round was a signer from New Hampshire. Cameron Matheson, the soap actor, was in All My Children. And S. Thomas Carmichael is from the American Neurological Association. And from round 1, Monty Sharp is from The Guiding Light, a soap opera. This was also a trick. He's a black actor. There were no black signers of the Declaration.
Oh, that's true.
Nadine Ferdrzewski, also a trick. There were no women. She is on the American Society for Clinical Laboratory Science.
All right.
And Josiah Bartlett, also from New Hampshire.
Cameron Birdwell is a BMX rider. Deportes.
He rides?
Rider. BMX bicycles. Like
did
Tony
you know
Hawk,
about
but
him,
for
or
bikes.
did you know about him, or did you just say the name and look him up to see if he was a real person?
I don't know why I knew that name. And even after looking it up, seeing like, oh, he's a BMX person, I still don't know why I know that name. But
yeah, because you're not really a Deportes kind of dude.
And certainly not a BMX person. I had Matt Hoffman's BMX on Game Boy Advance for sure. But
that's a video game. That doesn't count.
Right.
You're not a warman, but you play games where you shoot at people sometimes.
That is correct, sir.
Right?
Yes.
A warman. Round?
The Book
round 3.
of Warman.
So round 3, I got a good laugh out of this guy's first name.
Great. I love making fun of people's names.
It's so much fun. These are all fun names. Okay, so the first person is Clifton Gooch.
Clifton Gooch. Okay.
Person number 2 is Wortham Crimmer.
Wortham Crimmer?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
yep.
Clifton Gooch, Wortham Crimmer.
And the third is Eldridge Jerry.
Eldridge Jerry. Woof. Those are some names.
Right?
Okay.
I really like Gooch.
Gooch. Clifton Gooch. Eldritch Jerry. And
Wortham Crimmer.
Worthy Critters. Wormhat's Wormhat.
Wormhat.
Wortham Critty.
I love it. I just like to hear you mispronounce or misremember the names. That's half the fun.
He's definitely a medical board member, Wortham Critty. And then Clifton Gooch is a soap opera actor. And that leaves Eldritch Gooch as a signer of the Declaration of Independence.
Eldritch Jerry.
Eldritch Jerry as a signer of the Declaration of Independence.
You only got one right. And you know what? I'm redeciding how to do the points here.
Okay.
Because you got one right on the last one. I think you deserve a point.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'm
your charity.
I'm going to give you a point. And then on round 3, you got one right. So you're going to get a point. Eldridge Jerry is indeed a signer of the Declaration of Independence from Massachusetts. And here's an interesting tidbit. The word gerrymandering it comes from his name.
If
No,
I
I
were
didn't look
able to
into
go back
why,
and like kill someone in the past so that they don't exist in the future, it might have been him.
might have been.
Because gerrymandering
Eldridge
is ripping our nation
gerrymandering.
apart.
It's bad. We don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's fun. That's a good time. So then if you do use your lifeline where I kill one of these people, you only get half a point if you get them right. Oh, that's great. Okay. This is round... Oh, wait. Clifton Gooch is not an actor. He is a member of the American Neurological Association.
I should have known
And
that.
Wortham?
Like, no one would be an actor with the last name Gooch. They would have changed that.
Right? Absolutely. Or their agent would have made them change
Right.
it.
Uh-huh.
And Wortham Crimmer has been on One Life to Live and Days of Our Lives.
It is astounding to me, one, that some of these soap operas are still around. But, like, those are the things my mom used to watch when I was a kid.
Some of these shows have been on forever.
Crazy.
Also, why did anybody ever watch a soap opera? I feel like they've always been bad.
Always.
But I mean, this coming from me and the shows and some of the stuff I like to watch, I cannot judge.
Yeah, you should watch. I know I texted you
judge.
this and you did not respond, but
Did
you
I
should
lose
watch
you?
Search Party. Are you listening to me? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
You should watch.
I don't
You
know
did
what
not respond to
happened.
me when I texted you this, but you should watch Search Party.
I didn't respond to that.
You did not.
I'll watch it. What's it on?
The first 2 seasons were on TBS, and then the third one premiered on HBO Max last week. But they are all available to stream on HBO Max.
Yes, you did. You did text that to me. And I was actually thinking about this text the other day. And by the other day, I mean earlier today. And I couldn't remember if it was something I dreamt or if it really happened. But now I know it really happened. Oofa doofa. Let's see here. I don't think that was because I'm still recording. All right, good. Are you still recording?
Yes.
Titties. All right. Round 4. Not reminders. Gosh, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Round 4 is the junior round.
Ooh, Freddie Prinze?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Ooh.
All right. Our players in round 4 are Arthur Evans Jr.,
Okay.
Thomas Hayward Jr.,
Okay.
and Michael Weatherly Jr.
Okay. Arthur Evans, Michael Hayward, and
No, Michael Weatherly.
Michael
and
Weatherly,
Thomas Hayward.
Thomas Hayward.
This is fun.
Thomas Hayward cannot have signed the Declaration of Independence. They already had too many Thomases. You can't decipher between all the Thomases and still have them be real. At some point, it's like signing Mickey Mouse. Like, I'm trying to make up names, and all of them start with Thomas. So he can't have signed the Declaration of Independence. So Thomas Hayward, Michael Weatherly,
Yes. And Arthur Evans.
Arthur Morgan Evans.
Yes.
Michael Weatherly, I know this is not an option, but he's a singer. He's not a signer.
A
He's
singer?
a singer.
A singer.
A singer, yes. But he also moonlights as a medical board member. And Arthur Morgan is a soap opera actor. No, I lied, because that would leave Thomas as a signer. So Thomas Weatherbottom is soap opera actor. Arthur Morgan is the signer of the Declaration of Independence.
You are so wrong all around.
Oh, damn it.
You got no points on that one. So Thomas Hayward is actually a signer of the Declaration of Independence.
Too many Thomases.
And I had on the Declaration of Independence, on the list that I put together of people that weren't well known, like Ben Franklin, John Hancock, all those mofos.
Yes.
There are there are 3 juniors. All of them are Thomas. And then there are even more Thomases.
Too many
There
Thomases.
So many Thomases. It is ridiculous.
Too many cooks.
So Arthur Evans Jr. is a board member on the American Psychological Association. Thomas Hayward from South Carolina signed the declaration. And Michael Weatherly Jr. is a soap actor from The Guiding Light and Loving.
Michael Weatherly Jr. It's such a pretentious name. I should have known. He's an actor.
You should have known. You should have known Chad Michael Innes.
That's exactly right. Scott Michaels, exactly right.
Scott Michaels. Oh, here's some more good fun names, especially into the first one. Round 5. The players are Forbes March.
Forbes March, like 30 under 30.
Forbes March.
The Ides of.
Yep. 30 under 30, the Ides of. That's his name. Caesar Rodney.
Like salad and king.
Beautiful. He's
the salad king.
William T. Reynolds.
William H. Macy.
Yep.
Is an actor. But William T. Reynolds might not be.
I don't know.
Okay.
I
so
know,
Forbes
actually.
March. Salad king.
Caesar Rodney.
Caesar Rodney.
Oh, sorry. You were thinking. I shouldn't have told you.
And then William T. McGillicuddy.
Oh no, I skipped one. Down. William is in the next round. It's Forbes March, Caesar Rodney, and Grayson W. Armstrong.
Grayson W. Armstrong. Long name. Trick question. You want me to think that's an actor. William W. Armstrong. Right?
Grayson T.
Grayson.
No.
Oh.
Grayson. It's Grayson W. Armstrong.
Grayson W. Armstrong. Pretentious as fuck. No, he's an actor. He's a soap opera actor. That leaves me Rodney King. That leaves me
Rodney
Caesar
King.
Rodney.
This is great. I'm loving it.
Caesar Rodney and Forbes March. Caesar Rodney is a medical board member. Forbes March is a signer of the Declaration
Final
of
answer?
Independence. Final answer.
No points.
Oh my God, Yasika.
Forbes March sounds like the douchiest douche bro. He is the actor. He is from All My Children. Rodney Dangerfield King, Caesar Rodney, is a signer from Delaware. And Grayson W. Armstrong is a board member for the American Medical Association.
You see, it's so hard because actors are pretentious, but also old white men on medical boards are also super pretentious. Like,
this is really the point of this game, is to point out that many people are, not many people, but also many people, everybody on this list is sort of a nondescript white man, except for the ones where I tried to trick you in the gimme round.
yeah. Okay.
Nondescript, boring white dudes
Yep.
with indiscernible names, undiscernible names.
Not discernible names.
It's not toward either.
Untoward.
Untoward. All right. Where are we? Round 6.
Okay. William
This
Huxtable.
round is yes, William Huxtable. This round is titled Boring Ass White Names.
Okay.
So, the players are James Wilson,
Yep.
Robert S. Woods, and William T. Reynolds.
William T. Reynolds is a medical board member. Pretentious, old white guy name. But James Woods is the soap opera actor.
You mean Robert S. Woods?
That one. Yep.
Or James Wilson?
No. Robert Woods.
Robert S. Woods? Okay.
Robert T. Ford Woods is the soap opera actor. So they are in order. The order that you read them is signer, soap opera actor, medical board member. Final answer.
All 3, baby.
Yeah.
You got him. You're so good at boring ass white names.
That's it, man. That's it.
So James Wilson is from Pennsylvania.
Wilson.
Robert S. Woods is on One Life to Live, or has been in the past. And William T. Reynolds is a board member on the American Optometric Association.
Optometric.
That's fun to say. Association. Round 7.
It's pronounced
ready?
Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Wingardium. That's fun. Round 7 is themed the Will Round.
Ooh, I assume lots of people who are going to test my will.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. You figured it out. I've been really into enunciating all of my G's and T's while doing this experiment. All right, the players are, I love this first one, William Williams.
All right.
Willie Underwood III.
Okay.
And William DeVry.
DeVry University medical board member. William Underhill, like to sign the declaration.
Underwood?
Yep. Carrie Underwood. William Carey Underwood is the signer of the Declaration of Independence. And good old Billy Bilderson is a soap opera actor.
Final answer?
Final answer.
No points.
No points.
William Williams is the signer from Connecticut.
Oh, my God.
Willie Underwood III is a board member for the American Medical Association, and this one was a bit of a trick because he's actually a black man.
Oh, my God.
A nondescript white man. So, yeah, I like to throw it in. I like to throw him in there. And William DeVry is an actor in The Bold and the Beautiful and actually a Canadian.
Oh, God. How did I not know?
How did you not know? With a name like that? Oh, bless. Okay, round 8. Not themed.
Okay.
But it has some great names in it. I think we'll really get some laughs.
I'm spaghetti.
Person number 1 in round 8 is Randolph Mantooth.
Ooh, Randolph's mother was a saint.
Was a saint. I was going to say, couldn't have been married to Dorothy. Person number 2 is Whitney Goldner.
Whitney Goldner.
Whitney Goldner.
Okay.
And person number 3 is Carter Braxton.
Carter Braxton. Okay, Braxton itself is not his actual last name. That is a stage name. Carter Braxton is a soap opera actor. His last name was actually like Taco Beller. Carter Taco Beller.
That's it.
I can't be on Days of Our Lives with a last name like Taco Beller.
Taco Beller,
So he changed it to Braxton because he was secretly in love with a kid in elementary school named Braxton. And
I love it.
Who is Braxton Kinsey? Is that a person I should know? Like, why?
That's the guy I went to governor school with.
Is that okay?
Anyways.
So Carter
Governor
Braxton,
school.
soap opera actor, and I forgot the other 2 names.
Carter Braxton, Whitney Goldner.
Whitney Goldner, okay.
And Randolph Mantooth.
Randolph Mantooth. Here's the thing. Mantooth, a super old name. No one today is named Mantooth aside from Dorothy. And then Whitney Goldner. Like, but you know what? Back then, Whitney Goldner is an old man's name. Whitney is an old man's name. But it's not an old man's name like 1776 style. So I'm going to say medical board member, and then Dorothy Mantooth's son is the signer of the Declaration of Independence.
And then the other one was the actor, right?
Carter Braxton.
Carter Braxton?
Is the soap opera actor.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You get 1 point.
Oh, who'd I get right?
Whitney Goldner is indeed a board member on the Endocrine Society.
Oh, endocrine.
And
doesn't
actually,
have something to do with adrenaline?
to give this list...
Endocrine doesn't have something to do with adrenaline? The endocrine
I think that's
different.
The endocrine system is whatever adrenaline is, it's like that same system.
Endocrinology is a branch of biology and medicine dealing with the endocrine system, its diseases, and hormones, proliferation, growth, differentiation, behavioral, reproduction, sensory
hormones. And to throw a little bit of diversity in, Whitney Goldner is actually a woman, but it can be a man's name. So shout out to the women on these boards.
Hell yeah. Get it, Whitney.
You got that right. Now, Randolph Mantooth is actually an actor on a little-known soap opera that I've never heard of called Emergency with an exclamation point.
That sounds like Airplane with an exclamation point.
It does, right?
It's the hospital version of Airplane.
And Carter Braxton is a signer from Virginia.
All right. West Virginia.
Having a really good time with all these pronunciations. Round 9 is themed fun last names.
Okay.
So the players are Henry Anhalt.
Anhalt.
William Whipple.
William Whipple. Sounds like an NASCAR
William
driver.
Whipple. And Colin Egglesfield.
Colin Egglesfield. Okay. Here's the thing. The people of the United States, when we were signing the Declaration of Independence, a lot of them came from the UK. Egglesfield is it's a British name. That guy signed the Declaration of Independence. For sure. And then Bud Tribble. Bud Tribble.
That's William Whipple, I imagine.
Yes.
Bud Tribble. No, that's his name now. He's Bud. Bud Tribble.
What is Bud Tribble? Why do I know that name? My brain just has all of these names stored in it.
This game, if anything, this game is good for bringing out random names that have been trapped in your mind.
Bud Tribble is the vice president of software technology at Apple. And he was also a signer of the Declaration of Independence. Trick question. All three of these signed the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
No, Bud Tribble. And what's the other person's name that I haven't thought of yet?
Henry Anhalt.
Henry Anhalt. Henry's an actor. Bud is a medical board member. Final answer.
And Colin signed it?
Colin Kaepernick?
Yes. No, Colin Egglesfield?
Yes, Egglesfield. Yes. Sorry, I hadn't associated Colin with him. Egglesfield is the signer of the Declaration.
Oh, my good love. You got no points.
Oh, my God. None of those?
None of them. Colin Egglesfield is an actor in All My Children. Bud Tribble, a.k.a. William Whipple, is the signer from New Hampshire. And Henry Anhalt is a member of the Endocrine Society.
Okay.
Much like Whitney Goldner.
Whitney. Cool.
Whitney Goldner. All right, round 10. This is the last round.
Okay, my last opportunity. I'm not throwing it away.
Do not miss your shot. This is your... Oh, how's the Eminem song go?
You got one shot, one opportunity. I said I'm not throwing it. This is my last shot. I'm not throwing it away.
You were Hamiltoning.
I was Hamiltoning.
Hamiltoning.
It's like planking,
That's fun.
but you do it while singing about the American Revolution.
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful new art form called Hamiltoning. All right, round 10. The players are Alpha J. Stewart.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Alpha J. Yeah, Alpha J.
Okay.
Stewart.
Okay.
Keith Hamilton Cobb.
Okay.
And Robert Treat Payne.
Is Robert Treat Payne, does it have quotations around the middle name?
No.
Like his friends call him Treat?
Treat. He's a treat to have around.
Okay. This seems too easy and too obvious, but the guy who treats pain is on the medical board.
I didn't even pick up on that.
And then Hamilton signed the Declaration of Independence. And what's the other person's name?
Alpha.
Talitha.
Alpha J. Stewart.
Talitha Jon Stewart, The Daily Show, was an actor.
Final
answer. Yes.
You get no points.
Oh my God! How did treat pain not end up on a medical board?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I didn't even pick up on that. So what we have here, Altha J. Stewart is actually a black woman on the American Psychiatric Association board.
Okay.
I love how I'm diversifying this nondescript white man list. Keith Hamilton Cobb. I knew it would throw you off the scent with Hamilton. He's an actor, a black actor, from The Young and the Restless.
Okay.
And Robert Treat Payne was a signer from Massachusetts.
That was such a missed opportunity. He should have gone into the medical field.
That was such a missed opportunity. I didn't even catch that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points.
I got 9 points?
Would have been a possible,
I'm actually surprised.
Out of what would have been a possible 30, I guess.
All right.
That's good, though, because this was hard.
Mm-hmm.
This was just to highlight a lot of white men in our history that we don't need.
You're right.
We need more winning and people that
I
aren't
didn't
white.
use any of my lifelines because I was so confident.
You were so confident.
Yeah.
I loved it when you're like, this guy, it's definitely an actor. That name is pretentious. And I'm sitting here like, idiot. You fool.
Fly, you fool.
you fool. All right, friends. We're going to put up a poll and let us know how you did. Do you know your Declaration of Independence history? Have you even seen National Treasure? Or National Treasure 2? I don't think there was a third one. Electric Boogaloo. Oh, man. All right, we're going to put that up on Twitter on Thursday when the podcast episode is released. So please do go and take the poll and let us know how you did.
Yeah, see?
We're going to move on.
When I was doing that, I was like shaking my glasses, but like that's not what they do. They do the cigar. It's a,
that's right. Because if they do their glasses, they get it from behind and make it go up and down, right?
Yeah, see? Well.
Stupid. Let's move on to this week's honest discussion.
Yes, let's.
Last week, we discussed rating the planets, and we learned a lot. We learned that some planets are better than others. We learned that some planets are boring, and we've heard too much about them, and we're never going to live there, nor would we want to. And that's it. That's all we learned. But this week, we're going to discuss building your dream house. So take us away on that journey, Michelle.
As a young child, you always think of all the like, oh my God, I wish my house had this. And then you grow up and you're like, I have the opportunity to maybe one day, if I have enough money, to build my own house exactly how I want it. So I just wanted us together to make one big house, or it could be a small house, but whatever we decided to be, to make a house, detail what types of rooms would be in it, what it might look like, what types of amenities might surround it.
Oh, I already have some very distinct things that I want for my home.
Very good.
Trust.
There's one extra thing.
Okay.
We have homework.
Ooh.
After we finish talking about our house here today, we have to draw it, and we're going to show those drawings next week.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be really bad.
Good.
Trust, I cannot draw.
Great. Wonderful.
Perfect. I'll do it. It's a plan.
So I think the very first thing we have to decide is where in the world is this house?
Carmen, San Diego.
All right, let's go. We're going to San Diego, specifically on Carmen Street.
Perfect. That's where it is. Oh, wait, is that a specific thing?
I don't know.
Just doing it.
I made that up. There might be, though.
I would... Where should it be? I don't know. I like the North Carolina mountains, but I like mountains.
Mountains?
I don't know. What do you think?
I like North Carolina mountains, but I'm worried about it being too secluded. Not enough amenities nearby. We could fix that with, like, I don't know, a time travel room or something like that. And by time travel, I mean teleportation. Because time travel does not get you places. What if we do it somewhere where like mountains are close
Are nearby.
by.
Mountains
are nearby, but also it's a little bit more connected. Like it could be somewhere in California, or it could be somewhere up in the Smokies, but kind of close to like a city.
Yeah.
But let's start with we want it to be mountainous.
Or near mountain. I just don't want it to be flat and boring.
Great.
Like Chicago. I love Chicago. It's not boring, but it's flat, and that's
flat.
boring.
So flat. Very good for biking.
So flat. Good for biking, but not good for hiking.
Okay, so we've decided it's going to be in a mountainous region. I think that's as specific as we need to get. Mountainous.
Stupid.
Let's talk about how many stories we want this house to be, because there are positives to having multiple stories. There are negatives, like you got to walk upstairs if you want to.
Sucks.
You got to move.
I need
furniture.
at least one. I need at least 2 stories in order to get one of my main dream things.
Okay, I'm gonna petition us to have a 3rd story.
I can get down on that.
We need a 2nd story for sure, because you got to have a fire pole. You got to be able to drop things off of a balcony.
Yeah. Yep.
But we also need an attic. So that's where we have
Yes.
the 3rd story. So we need a 3rd story that can be an attic for spooky movies.
Ooh. Or we could still have 3 stories and have an attic above that.
Okay.
It doesn't count as a level.
Okay.
Depends on how many rooms we are going to end up having.
Well, let's discuss. What types of rooms do you need, Jesse?
I would like at least a 3-bedroom, if not 4.
Okay.
I grew up in a 4-bedroom. That gives you enough to have 3 kids if you want, or 2 kids and a guest room. So I prefer, I think, a 4-bedroom house. And at least 2.5 baths. At least.
I want to clarify. We are both building the same house together. But we aren't necessarily living, like, we don't have to support 2 families worth of people in this house.
Okay.
So we are designing one house that we will then just copy and paste onto maybe the lot next door.
Perfect. It's the same house on the lot next door.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, do you like the idea of 4 bedrooms?
I need at least 4 bedrooms. Well, it doesn't have to. They don't necessarily have to be bedrooms, but they have to be rooms.
Yeah. Yes. Because I would like, so in my ideal home, there are 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
And an office.
Okay.
Because
okay.
Casey works from home. So if we're copying and pasting, have to have an office for him.
Okay.
Maybe 3 bathrooms would be good. Especially if, so let's just say if in our copied and pasted homes, we're there, in the master bedroom, and then say there are 2 kids, so they each have their own room, and then there's a guest room. Feel as though the guests should have their own bathroom as well, right? Or the oldest child.
The guests should not have to share a bathroom with your shitty kids.
Exactly. So I think maybe even 3.5 baths, especially if we're doing 3 stories. That way, on the main floor, you have a half bath.
Yes. You don't want people taking showers down there, but you also want them, like, you want to have a place to poop for guests without them having to go up and rifle through your stuff.
Medicine cabinet.
Exactly.
My tampon collection.
I want somebody to make a shadow box with all the different types of tampons they've ever used.
It's just a collection of them. I've collected every tampon cover I've ever used.
Ew, that's disgusting.
That's what they're going to sound like.
Okay, I think 3.5 bath for a 3-story plus an attic house is a good. You have one in the master bedroom for you and yours. You have one for your kids to share and one for guests, and then one for pooping.
On the main floor, the poop bathroom.
Yes.
I love it. I think that's great.
Okay.
I love that.
I'm going to throw out there, you have an office. I'm going to add a studio.
Ooh, that seems fair. That seems totally fair.
And in this studio, I actually want it to be it might be the biggest room in the house.
Ooh.
But I want it to be a big open room. And I want all the walls to be painted the key green color. So that you can really, like, anything is a green screen.
Oh, yes.
But I also want Alto, Balto, Alto, Age of Ultron, Oliver Twist. I also want every single wall to have a pull down on it. Like, like the projector screens in high school where you can pull down a bright white wall or just paper.
Or like a pretty blue fabric if you want to do portraits.
Exactly. Like I want a pull down on every single wall to transform it from being green screen on every wall. And maybe I want like a backdrop for a cool video that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I want that.
I like that. And may I also toss in a music room?
100%. 100%.
Gotta have a music room.
I've got my cello on my wall over here, but I rarely play my cello. Do you know why? Because I've got to take it down off the wall. I'm going to put it back in tune because it's next to the window that's always open, so it's always out of tune. It's a struggle. But if I had a music room where the cello was already just set up waiting for me.
Yeah, you could have them on stands around on the floor.
Yep. Stands.
They said, I've got my keyboard. We could have a real piano, which I've always wanted.
Yes.
But so in the music room, so this is so in the music room, I think the piano would be an upright.
Okay.
Because in my home, I dream of having a spiral staircase with a grand or baby grand piano underneath, like at the bottom.
When you said upright in the music room, I immediately went, and then the grand piano's downstairs in the entryway.
Right?
Yep.
Right? So I think...
Because that's where you got to entertain at parties. You got to play piano.
Right.
People come in, they drink, they pour things on the piano. You yell at them, you cut off their heads, you restore the piano back to good.
With their life savings, now that we've killed them.
Right, because we had a life insurance policy on them.
Oh, I love it. And if we're entertaining and we don't want to be playing, we could hire somebody to play.
Yep. And they have to play the
department
entertainer.
Stores. Yeah, they had the whole time. Nothing but the entertainer.
Okay, so we have a music room with an upright. We have a grand piano and a spiral staircase in the entryway.
Yes. And then we'll have all of Casey's saxophones. He's got at least 3.
You're kidding.
The guitar you
That's
gave
awesome.
me. He's got several, yeah. He grew up playing since the 4th grade.
I had no idea.
Yes. So we'll have all of those. He's got a soprano, an alto, and a tenor, I think. So we'll have all of those. We'll have... Yeah, he just needs the bass. Just needs it. We'll have all of those. We'll have the guitar you gave me, his guitar. Maybe we'll have an electric, or, it's a couple of different things. I've always wanted a violin. Maybe we'll get a violin.
Get a violin.
And just have all these different music things, and our kids can be so cultured and musical.
In the mountains.
Cultured. In the mountains. They're going to be so cultured. I love talking funny today. I'm really enunciating and saying things weird, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm loving that. The music room. Are we taking notes about what we have?
No, we're not. But if you would like to, you can.
If I have to draw this, I need to remember what I have to draw.
Okay, so there's 3 stories with an attic, 3.5 bath with a poop downstairs. We've got a grand piano in the entryway that people have to play the entertainer on. We've got 3 saxophones, 3 guitars, an upright piano, 2 violins, my cello, in the music room for our cultured kids.
In your banjo.
In my banjo? Yeah, my banjo.
Let's see. So wait, 3 stories with an attic. That's all I've gotten written. 4 beds. 3.5 baths. 0.5 is for the poops.
Here's what else we need. We need a fire pole. It's a 3-story house. I need to be able to get downstairs quickly. But the fire pole is also in the shape of a crazy straw.
So you can't just fall off of it. It'll catch you.
That's right. It's like the coolest Hot Wheels track with the loop-de-loops and everything like that, but you just have to hold on for dear life and not fall off.
I love it. Stupid.
And we have to pay someone to constantly grease it. But it's with a special type of grease that doesn't get your clothes gross.
Is it like a sexy man in a banana hammock?
No.
Oh.
It is
sad.
It's one of the medical board members that we mentioned earlier.
Oh, perfect. It'll be I'm going to choose
It's going to be Treat Pain.
That's a declaration signer.
I know, but he's going to come back to life as a medical board member, and he's only going to polish our poles sexually.
I was going to say, good. I'm glad you said sexually, because wow. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Grand piano underneath. I'm just writing it all down so I know what I have to write. Swirly straw. Fire pole. Now, from what rooms is this pole going to go?
So every single room, this pole is swirly for a reason. It's because it connects every room in the house.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And every single room has to have a hole in the wall or the floor from which you can jump onto the pole.
This sucks. Okay. Oh, I love it. Perfect. Perfect. You're going to have like no privacy though. You're going to be banging in one room and it's going to echo down the pole to your child's room where they're banging.
Well, the pole is not
somebody
hollow.
Else.
It's not something you can yell into like a wrapping paper tube.
But if it's got a hole in it though, for you to get, because you have to get through it, right? Then you're going to have right?
You're thinking of a water slide. I'm talking about a fire pole.
Well, but I think I'm having a hard time imagining how, if a fire pole is like going through walls and the floor or the ceiling or something, and how a human is going to fit through it and there's still a closed
That's
space.
why we've hired Treat Pain to grease the pole so that you go really fast and you knock through the wall and the floor as you go. This is a one-time use pole.
It's a one-time use. Sounds like it's a one-time use house.
Yes.
It's
now
gonna
you
fall
get
after
it.
that. Perfect. That's crazy. All right, swirly straw fire pole, room to room. I love it. Room to room.
Oh,
I want a red front door.
okay. I want a purple house. Just kidding.
Do you?
No.
A red front door is a dream of mine, like fire engine red.
Yeah. Let's
I love
talk
your
home theater.
Oh, yeah, we have to have a home theater.
We need a home
Perfect.
theater.
Absolutely. Home theater.
Theater. But I don't want one of those projectors with a screen. Nah, not interested.
We want a
in it.
movie screen.
I want a 200-inch OLED TV. It's going to cost trillions of dollars.
200-inch. All right. I don't know where we're getting this money, but we're going to steal it.
That's why we're living in the mountains. It's cheaper.
In the mountains. OLED TV. Home theater with 200-inch OLED. Did you say 200 or 2,000?
200-inch. 2,000 is just too many inches.
OLED TV.
Yes.
Perfect. I want a kitchen with black and white tile flooring.
Ooh, okay.
And I want the doorway, like the entrance into the kitchen, instead of being your standard like rectangle or square, I want it to go up and be round at the top.
To be an archway. Okay.
An archway, yeah. So
here's what I want.
Black.
In that kitchen, I want a big rectangular, maybe, let's say 8-foot by 5-foot granite kitchen island.
Ooh, yeah.
And I want a sink in the middle of it.
You said 8 foot by 5?
Yeah, 8 by 5 sounds good.
You want the sink there, not the grill or the oven?
I want a sink in the kitchen island for sure, so that I can chop, and then swish stuff into the sink.
Perfect.
But maybe we can get one of those Electrolux stovetops.
Yeah.
That like you don't have to they're really really thin and they just sit on the countertop, and we put that on there too maybe.
With sink. Well, also, if it's going to be 8 feet,
that's why
you could easily do like the oven, the stove, chopping space, sink.
Yep.
Or vice versa. You could totally do that.
For trio.
Okay, perfect. With sink, stove. I thought of bridesmaids. Stove. Stove. It's Steve.
Got it. I didn't follow
Frezzers and stoves.
Frezzers and stoves.
And chopping space.
I also want
Beautiful.
paper towels on every wall in the kitchen. I want a paper towel dispenser on every wall.
PP towel.
PP towel. Yep.
On every wall. Beautiful. Let's see. What else do we want?
We need a window in the kitchen out to the yard where we can watch the kids.
To the backyard?
Yep, where we can watch the kids while we cook.
Perfect. Window in kitchen, out to backyard. Now, I know I want a fire pit. I don't know if I want a swimming pool. I feel like I do.
Swimming pool is too much work.
But I don't know. I feel like it's too much work.
It's way too much work to maintain. The kids grow out of it way too quickly.
Yeah. So
and plus, we already have Treat Payne greasing the fire pole. We can't pay another person to keep track of keep up with their pool.
I just want somebody in a banana hammock. Treat Payne can grease up the pool boy in the banana hammock while he's greasing up the pole.
Okay.
Treat Payne sounds like a rapper. I like it.
It does, yeah.
Okay, window in kitchen, out to backyard, fire pit.
Yes, we need a fire pit.
I want a big living room with a really big, nice fireplace.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And in the living
room,
we also need a 100-inch OLED TV.
Perfect. Let's see, with giant fireplace and 100-inch OLED TV.
You know what else I want in the living room? What? I want one of those living rooms like in the 70s where you would walk in and the sofas and everything are actually in a hole in the floor. Everything's recessed 2 feet into the floor.
Yeah, you have to take a few steps down.
Yeah, I like that.
Perfect.
Makes a nice little conversation area.
Yeah, recessed into floor is what I'll write. Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm,
That's nice. That's nice. I really like that. Do we want a living room like your grandparents always have that nobody goes in because it's such a nice room?
No, that's a trash idea. That's a trash idea.
Kidding.
Old people, I don't understand. Why do you have that room?
Why is that room there? I don't get it.
We used to have a dining room in ours. We ate at the table in the kitchen, but then we had a dining room with a fancier table and fancy china. No one fucking eats in there, and we open it up on Christmas so that we have overflow. And what a waste!
I want a dining room. We use our dining room at my parents' house, but it's you walk in. Well, and the living room at my parents' house isn't the one that we hang out in the most. That's more of the music room, and then the den is what we would call a living room where we hang out and whatever, and it all just sort of flows through in a big circle.
Yeah.
So we use our dining room. I'd like to have a dining room, but I don't. When I say dining room, I don't mean super nice with china everywhere, whatever. I mean just a bigger table than the kitchen table for when people are friends are over.
Yeah. I'm 100% into that. I just don't want a room that we don't use. That's stupid.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'll write reasonable dining room.
And we don't need
sensible
china.
Dining room.
We don't need china.
No.
Having really fancy, expensive plates that if anyone touches them, you freak out. Get out of here.
I don't know why that was a wedding tradition ever.
Me neither.
It's weird. My mom has 2 sets of it because she had hers, and then when my dad's mom passed away, they got hers, and she has 2 sets of china that we literally never use.
Right, and they just sit in a cupboard,
just sitting in her china cabinet.
Yep.
Sensible dining room.
If anyone's listening to this and they're planning to buy me wedding presents sometime in the future, don't buy me china.
Yeah,
please, dear God.
Unless it's the country of, and we can become leaders.
There you go. Free Hong Kong.
No, I feel like you can't buy a country. I feel like that would be wrong.
Depends on whether they're asking for it.
Or an expensive place. yeah, right. What's the asking price? All right. Sensible dining room. So in our kitchen, I figure there's a corner that will fit a kitchen table, is what I was thinking.
Yeah, great. Perfect.
With the black and white floor.
Here's what we need. We need a double hinged door coming in and out of the kitchen that leads to the dining room.
Perfect. Which is a different doorway than our archway.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. Double hinged door from kitchen to dining room. Perfect. I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
We need a playroom.
We totally need a playroom.
Because I'm telling you, my kids are not going to be putting their shit all over the house, making it a mess.
Nope.
They're gonna have a playroom. It'll be big too, but
I'm gonna put an electric fence around the playroom, and I'm gonna put a little collar on all of the toys.
Put a little collar on the kids.
No collar on the
not
kids.
on the kids. Shock the kids. Oh my gosh. Do you want me to put an electric fence for the toys?
Yes, electric fence for the toys.
Perfect.
And if you try to leave the room with a toy, you get electrocuted.
Playroom with electric fence for the toys. She's 4 toys. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, yes. I love a good playroom. It'll be big. There'll be place for all their stuff. It'll be clean after they mess it up.
Yep.
We can have Treat Payne clean it. I'm just kidding. The kids will clean it because they will learn responsibility. Oh, man. All right. Let me write Treat Payne to oil. I don't think I wrote that down.
Yeah, that's important. We need to bring back that founding father so that he can oil our fire pole.
Payne has an E at the end of it, just so you know, in case you write his name in any of your drawings.
Oh, okay. In my drawings.
Treat Payne to oil pole sexually. Ah, damn it. Writing with a mechanical pencil and I keep breaking the lead. It's like I'm in high school again.
Okay, so our dream home. Let's recap real quick. What does our dream home have? We've got 3 stories with an attic. We've got a fire pole greased by T-Pain. We're going to call him T-Pain for short.
That's why he sounds like a rapper.
Yes, I thought you made that connection.
No, I didn't.
And he's going to grease the fire pole that goes between every room. We have 3.5 baths.
Yes.
The half bath is downstairs for the pooping guests.
Yes.
We have a bathroom for the guests. We have a bathroom for the kids. We have a master bathroom. We have a spiral staircase in the entryway with a grand piano that is always playing the entertainer.
Always. Forever.
It's a player piano.
Oh my gosh.
We have a music room with 3 saxophones, 3 guitars, a cello, 2 violins, an upright piano, and my banjo. We have a studio with green walls for green screen effects, but also has pull downs for white or blue or any other kind of backdrop that we want that you can pull down.
Yes.
We have an office for Casey.
Perfect.
We have a kitchen with an island that's 8 foot by 5 foot, has a sink and an Electrolux stove on top with a kitchen window leading out to the backyard so we can watch the kids. It has a rounded archway. And then it also has a double hinge door leading into the dining room, which we use.
And you forgot one of your favorite parts of the kitchen.
Paper
with
towels on every single wall. Yes. We also have a home theater that has a 200-inch OLED screen in it. We didn't mention this, but we need it. We need theater-style seating.
Oh, yeah. I thought that went without saying.
With the option of swappable hammocks.
Oh, perfect. Let's see. Theater-style seating with option, these notes are a mess.
Great.
Of swappable. Jeez Louise. Hold on. With option of swappable. That's a fun word. Swappable. Swappable hammocks. Yes, beautiful. Perfect.
We also have a living room with a recessed area for seating with a fireplace.
A big fireplace.
Big fireplace. Huge. And we have a 100-inch OLED TV in our living room as well.
Perfect.
Have I missed anything?
Playroom.
We have a playroom with an electric fence for the kids' toys.
For the toys.
Yes.
And that's it so far. Oh, did we have the fire pit out back?
Oh, fire pit out back in the backyard.
On a big backyard with a fire pit.
Big backyard.
Casey likes to mow the lawn, so I don't know that he'll like a big backyard, but we've got Treat Payne around so he can finish the job.
Right. No pool. No pool.
No pool, yeah.
But we do have a pool
fire
boy
pit,
that T-Pain
big backyard.
oils up.
Yeah, just a pool boy that chops the firewood for us. So, well, wouldn't you be the firewood chopper? No, I'm the pool boy.
I will chop
Perfect.
firewood, but I am the pool boy. I am not the firewood chopper, but I will chop firewood. I'm just letting you know, this is not in my job description, but I'm doing it.
Yes, you are. Gratefully, I might add. I think we need I would like to have... I don't know the best way to... I want a garage with space. So either I want a 2-car garage with like an extra shop area that we could put like our bikes and things, or I want a 3-car garage, and in the 3rd car space, that can be where like all like the outside toys, like bikes and whatnot, like a tool shop, a tool shed can be.
We also need a 2nd garage just as like a place to build shit. Like I want a table saw, I want a drill press, I want
we could just get a shed.
You can't build shit in a shed. You can maybe put the kids' bikes and shit in the shed.
Okay,
but I need
that's cool.
I need a garage. I need a big workspace.
A big workspace?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's see. So we'll do 2 separate garages. We'll do a 2-car garage.
Mm-hmm. We'll do a functional garage.
Yeah,
and then
2-car
a
garage,
garage.
Functional. And then maybe we'll have another garage that doesn't have separate... Because when I say a 2-car garage, I'm imagining like 2 separate doors. But my parents have a 2-car garage and it's just one big door. So I think maybe for the working shed, should it be one big door?
Yeah, absolutely. One big door.
Okay. Garage.
Easier to get the big equipment in there as well. Because I want a big table saw. Like one that's like 8 feet wide, so I can feel comfortable cutting giant sheets of plywood on it without having to hold it or support it on a sawhorse.
I like it to make stuff. So it's essentially this garage will be used as a tool shop.
Yep.
Like a shop.
Yeah.
Tool shop. And then, oh yeah, perfect. And then we'll have a shed for bikes, lawnmower,
pool toys that they're never going to use.
The pool toys that we don't have a pool for.
Yep.
Perfect. I like it. For like all the outside stuff.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
It's in the mountains.
Mountains?
Mountains.
In the mountains. I love the mountains.
I think that's a good house.
In the mountains, a few hours drive from a beach.
Yes.
Maximum.
Yes.
Perfect.
I need exposed brick in our living room with the fireplace.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yep. I need exposed brick in the office, even though it's Casey's. Even in my copy and paste house next door, it's still Casey's office. But I need exposed brick.
Do you want all of the walls to be exposed brick or just one of them?
I need maybe just one, maybe 2. I need it to be like an accent thing, but I need to be able to color some walls too.
Right. Well, and because we've got diplomas we have to hang up. That's what...
Exactly. Where are you going to hang a diploma
office?
on a brick? Come on. That's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Idiots.
It's a treat pain in the ass.
I need a brick toilet in at least one of the bathrooms. Just kidding.
For real? You want me to write that?
Don't put that on there.
Let's see.
Rain shower.
Exposed.
Need a rain shower.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. And I want a rain shower and I want a jetted tub.
All right.
Let's see here. And I want his and hers sinks, or hers and hers, or his and his, or theirs and theirs. Whatever you want. Exposed brick in office. Oh, my phone dinged. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that on vibrate. Exposed brick in office. Accent. Wall.
I have one more room that I need.
Perfect.
Aside from our music room, I need a soundproof rehearsal room.
Yes.
I need to be able to sing at the top of my lungs. I need to be able to take an instrument in there and practice without everyone else being able to hear it.
Need to be able to watch porn loudly.
Need to be able to watch porn at full volume without headphones. I can't tell you how important and freeing that is.
Soundproof rehearsal room.
Yes. Because really, watching porn is just a rehearsal for real sex.
I mean, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought about it, and yes, you're right.
I thought about it, and yes. I like that. A soundproof rehearsal room. Ooh. Okay. I would like to have a walk-in closet in a separate room to put all my makeup. My vanity and everything.
Okay. Done.
So walk-in closet, separate room. And it doesn't have to be like a dressing room. Separate dressing room. Just off of the big walk-in closet with room for makeup.
Now this last thing that I need, we can integrate this into maybe one of the existing rooms somehow, but I need a space for performance.
A performance space?
A performance space. Whether it is like showing off something that we've done on an instrument, or whether the kids want to like show off their reenactment of Power Rangers or have a talent show.
Yes.
Like we need a performance space. This can be maybe a small stage that we like have built on one of the walls in the entryway with a piano. It can be because I feel like I want to make it downstairs because we want to have guests over so we can perform for them.
Yeah.
But I don't think it needs its own room. And then we got to think about seating. Like, do we build it into our home theater room? Like, do we just have a small platform?
That's what I was gonna say. We could just do it in the home theater and just have a stage underneath the screen.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, you think?
But here's the issue with that. We need swappable wall panels. Because you got to have great acoustics with lots of reverb for singing and music, but then you also have to have as little as possible reverb for watching movies and consuming content.
Okay, yeah,
sound
that's
dampening
true.
for those. So,
will it work then? Is that even a possible thing?
we can build it. That's why we have the garage, the workspace.
Right.
Garage.
If you build it, they will come.
Porn room rehearsal.
So performance space with in theater. Mm-hmm. So wait, with swappable. What did you call them?
Swappable wall panels. Maybe they're just like the tic-tac-toe on kids' playgrounds, where you just spin the X, the O, and the blank spot.
Oh yeah, you just.
Maybe we'll just do that on the wall.
Or it's like
just spin it. To
it's
be
like a
soundproof.
secret doorway. Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. It's like one of the secret doorway. You just like pull a book down, and then the walls just like.
100%.
100%. I like that. I think that's perfect.
I think that's good too.
Perfect. Well, I think that's the perfect home. The perfect plan. I would like also, I don't know if I want that. No, I just want the backyard needs to be fenced in. The front yard doesn't need to be. Perfect.
Yeah,
all
backyard
right.
definitely fenced in. Front yard not so much. We want it to be inviting.
Right.
We want people to see our home and be like, damn, they rich, but also like, you're invited unless you're racist.
Or
so maybe we have an electric fence.
Or a bad
And to
person.
pass by the electric fence, you have to say something nice about someone that's not your race.
Or maybe we have an electric fence, and if you pass the fence, when you go through the fence, it can detect if you are a racist or a misogynist,
right?
Or a homophobe or a transphobe. It can just detect if you're a bad person.
Yep.
And if you are, it shocks you and you can't come in.
Done.
But if you're not, you can pass through freely. And this will help us make, that whichever family member you've always wondered about, whichever friend you're like, I don't know, they said that one thing that one time. I can't remember. I couldn't really tell. This will be our definitive proof.
Done. Perfect. 2 electric fences in our home. 1 for racists, 1 for kids' toys.
That's perfect. Perfect. I love it. All right. That's our beautiful house.
That is a beautiful house. So next week, we are going to draw this. We're going to draw this over the next week, and we're going to show off our drawings on
this
next
is going to
episode.
require more than one drawing.
You are welcome to make several if you like. You can make a cross-section of the house, too, that maybe reveals the room, like a dollhouse style.
Yeah, like I can't imagine drawing all these rooms in one image.
All right. However you make that happen. What I would like to invite other people to do is submit their drawings of their homes without explanation.
Ooh, yes. Or we don't need an explanation.
Maybe they do, like, if they're like, oh, man, I want to add a room for, like, karate. But, like, whatever it is that we didn't put in that you want to put in your home, Let us know
Put
what
it
you're
in.
building. And then also send us a
love
picture
it.
if you've got time to draw it.
Draw it. It's a
Draw
drawing of a key.
Now, Jesse, I'm going to propose something. I know you're hosting this episode, but I'm going to propose that we move this conversation starter to next week as well.
I'm good to it.
Because this
I mean,
conversation
we've
started
got
from Trevor.
an hour and 25 minutes
Yeah,
already,
we're
right?
running pretty long for this. And Trevor's, it's a good question, and it's going to require a lot of discussion.
All right, let's move it to next week.
Perfect.
That's the perfect plan. Then we're going to end here by asking you, please, to find us on YouTube and subscribe. Subscribe. Well, and like. I think subscribing is liking. It's the same thing. Go ahead and subscribe to AAWI and also with you, Respawn Aim Fire and Affable Idiots. We need to get to 100 subscribers on each one in order to get the / whatever we want it to be after youtube.com. So please do that. You can also find us on Twitter. That's where we put our weekly polls and weekly other things and fun dumbness and randomness. On there, we have Affable Idiots and Respawn Aim Fire.
Fire.
Fire. And so with that, we shall bid you adieu.
Wait, we have a parting positive thought.
Huh?
We have a parting positive thought.
Parting positive thought.
Our PPT.
I'm so sorry, guys. That was so negative of me. This week's parting positive thought comes to you from Thomas Edison.
From the light bulb.
One of the many Thomases in our history.
Yes, as we learned today. Too many Thomases.
Oh my gosh. Too many cooks and too many Thomases. Thomas Edison has said, when you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this. You haven't.
There it is. There's always more to try.
Always more. What did you do to die today?
What did you do to die today? In a minute or two. Quarter, I don't remember how it goes. Something to do.
What did you do to die today? And so now with that, we shall bid you adieu.
Adieu. Hugs and kisses.
Adieu. Hearts and shards.
And shardy farts.
Bye-bye.